In this video, I'm going to teach you how to create these AI-generated Tumblr wrap designs and sell them as digital downloads on Etsy. And I'll show you an easy step-by-step process that you can follow, including how to create the initial file right here in a straight and a tapered format. I'll teach you how to create these amazing mockups right here in bulk, along with a video mockup as well. And I'll show you how to actually generate the listing data for all of these designs at the click of a button. To get started with this, you're going to need two things. First of all, an Etsy shop. So if you don't have an Etsy store already, there will be a link in the description. And if you open your shop via that link, you will get 40 free listing credits to get started with. Secondly, you're going to need a MYDESIGNS account. MYDESIGNS is who we're going to use to create these digital listings very easy and seamlessly. You can do it manually. Technically, I have done that in the past, but trust me, it's very, very tedious, boring, and time consuming to create digital listings manually. So that's why I recommend MYDESIGNS. They do typically have either a free trial option or a free plan, as you can see right here, but digital products are not included in that, unfortunately. So you are going to need at least the pro plan. Now, if you're going to sign up to this, I highly recommend finding a discount code. I do have one myself. You don't have to use my code, like there is other codes out there, I'm sure. I recommend finding a code because, as you can see right here, PA25 gives you $7.50 off per month, which is pretty decent. That brings it from $30 almost down to $20 a month, or on the yearly plan it's about $70 off. So yeah, that's that. So once you have an Etsy store and a MYDESIGNS account, we can get started with the workflow. So first off, you need to connect MYDESIGNS with Etsy and kind of integrate the two exactly like you would with Printful or Printify, for example. And we can do that by heading to Settings, Shops right here at the bottom, and then you just need to click Connect Etsy. And as long as you're logged into your Etsy account, once you click Connect right here, it will bring you to Etsy, where you can then authorize the MYDESIGNS access. Next up, you will want to head over to the Listings tab and click on Home up here. That will bring up the collections system or the folder system within MYDESIGNS. And now just click on Add Folder right here, give it a relevant name, click Add New Folder, select the folder from the options and open it down here. And now we're going to head to the template in the top right corner. We need to amend the file slots right here on the left hand side, just to make the process a bit easier and stay more organized. So I'm mainly going to just rename some of these slots by clicking on them and giving them a new name. So I'll call the first one Straight, hit Update. I'll call the second one Upscaled, Update Slot. And I'll carry on, and then you can just copy it once I'm done. So there we go. This is the file slot layout that you want to copy, or the naming. That's been working best for me at least. Then once you have this, you can click on Save Changes in the top right corner. Click Update Template, and a quick bonus tip, go back to the templates section again and save this as private, because if you call this, let's say digital Tumblr wraps, and actually save it right here in the templates, then in future, whenever you create a new folder, you can just give it a name and you can go to Saved Templates and select that option, right? So digital Tumblr wraps, that'll be the exact template that you need for a new folder, and you won't have to create that template again from scratch. When it comes to creating your designs, you've got two options essentially. Either you use Dream AI, which is a built-in AI art generator within MYDESIGNS, or you create your designs externally with Midjourney, Ideogram, or whatever you want, and then upload them to your folder system. Dream AI, I'm going to walk you through it right here in a minute, but these are some of the results it gets. So it definitely, does a really good job. It uses different types of models of Stable Diffusion, and you can also use DALL-E 3 within Dream AI, which is pretty cool. But if you don't want to use Dream AI, then go to the Listings tab, head to Upload right here, upload files, and drag and drop all of your designs into this, and then they will be imported into your MYDESIGNS collection. However, if you do want to use Dream AI, I'll give you a quick rundown of how it works and show you some sample prompts for the designs that I created with it. So first of all, you've got the prompt box up here where you write out your prompt. You can choose different models. DALL-E 3 is quite a bit cheaper in credits, for example, than the new SD3 model right here. That's something to bear in mind. You can adjust the amount of images you want to create with one dream or one generation. You can also change the aspect ratio. I just stuck to a 1.1 in this case, square format, and you have different style presets. A few that I used in this example are Neon Punk. I used 3D model quite a bit because the 3D style is quite popular on Tumblr, but also digital art and comic book can work quite well. That's for Stable Diffusion 3 at least. A DALL-E 3 doesn't have those style presets, but it also gets some really good results for less credits. Once you do have a prompt that you want to run, just click on Dream right here, and then it will essentially load 2 images or however many you selected down here. It's very quick. And if you want to save any of the images that you've generated to your collection, then you can just select them like this. So click on multiple at once or deselect them as well. Go to Save to Listings, and then from the collection slot drop down, you want to choose the straight file slot right here. So that's that. Save to Listings. We'll then store it in the folder where we can carry on the process of upscaling and creating the mockups after. But for now, you will want to just run different prompts and then click through the results at the bottom and select multiple of those and save them to your listings. Some prompts might not turn out exactly how you want them to, or not as great as you expected, but that's just in the nature of AI. Some of these neon styles right here were just a simple prompt. It literally just says pineapple. I used SD3 right here and the Neon Punk style preset. These leopard print patterns are pretty cool and popular as well. So this is the prompt that I used for that. Leopard print pattern with blues, pinks, purple and green, as well as glitter, again using Stable Diffusion 3. I also noticed on Etsy that Highland cows are very popular on these Tumblr wraps, so I created some versions of them right here. You can see the prompts and the presets that I used for that one. Here we've got some Northern Lights. I actually misspelled that in the prompt, but it still turned out okay. And in this case, I don't have any style whatsoever, but I think these still turned out great. Again, Northern Lights seem to be quite a popular niche for these Tumblr wraps. I've also got some elephants right here, a mum with a baby. We've got beehives. Like, you can do so many different things, and if you're struggling to come up with ideas, what you can also do is head over to ChatGPT. You can use the free version and literally just tell it, create 15 creative detailed prompts of pattern designs for a variety of topics in different art styles, and then just copy and paste these prompts back into Dream AI or your art generator of choice, and you will get a lot of different results. I also did it down here for fruit topics, so you can be more specific and ask it for different, animal prompts, fruit prompts, different items of food. There's so many different ways you can be creative right here and create some unique patterns. You could do, for example, patriotic designs as well. Lots of different American flags, maybe American flag themed designs for animals or for different vehicles. There's just endless options of what to come up with. But remember, whenever you're done with Dream AI, just choose the images that you like the most, click on Save to Listings, select the straight file slot right here, and then hit save to have it imported into your folder. Here we are. I've now got a total of 55 designs saved within my collection, and you can do this, by the way, on the Pro plan with up to 48 designs at once. These processes that we're going to go through of upscaling, creating mockups, etc. And on the top subscription, you can do it with up to 120 images at once. Just to let you know, the next step is going to be upscaling our images, so you can do that by heading over to the top left, clicking on this, selecting all, and then you want to go to all actions, upscale image, and make sure the output file slot is the upscaled one that we created. Click on upscale image. It's going to ask you to confirm to use credits for this. Now, you do get credits included in your MYDESIGNS subscription plan, and if you don't use them up, they do also roll over. In the event that you run out of credits, you can go back to upscale and purchase additional ones right here in these bundles, or you could also use an external upscaler if you wanted to. You can go to all actions, download all of your files as a zip, upscale them externally, and then have them uploaded back into your collection as well, just as a quick tip. And now this is processing right here. It's usually very quick, only takes about a minute to increase the quality of all these files, because at the moment they are only 1,000 pixels right here. Once this is done, we will have them at 4,000 by 4,000 pixels. And there we are. If I double click on the upscaled file slot right here, it will change that over for all of the other listings as well. And you can see they're now 4,000 by 4,000 pixels. Next up, we need to resize these and give them the right dimensions for the sort of Tumblr download files that we want to sell. And we're going to create the straight version to begin with. We do that by having everything selected, then clicking on Canvas. You want to go to Templates up here and choose a custom size. And the dimensions we need to use for this, 2,790 in width and 2,460 in height. Then just click Create. And now we can click Add Listing File, change this from the straight option to the upscaled file slot, and then click Add to All. And here we go. At the bottom, you can see that now every single image has been pulled into a separate project file, essentially, within this Canvas system. And now we just need to resize one of these and make it cover the entire artboard, kind of like so. You've also got a position up here where you can center these things. It's already centered for me, but you could do middle, center, and there we go. And now, rather than doing this for every single image manually, you can just right click on the first one that you've already edited and click sync. And then it's going to apply that same sizing to all of the other images as well, which is super handy, massive time saver. Now we just need to save it. We do that up here. So click on save, change the output file slot to straight, and then click save down here. Actually, we can change this to JPEG format. We don't need it to be a PNG, and then hit save. Yes, override all files. Then you might have to wait a couple of seconds if you do have a lot of images like me. And then, as you can see, it gets added to the queue, processing 55 jobs in this collection. So it's now going to resize our upscaled image and save it into the straight file slot, which is one of the files we're going to sell on Etsy. Moving on to step number 4, now we're going to create the mockups for all of these designs in bulk, along with the tapered version of the file that we're going to sell. And first of all, make sure you have everything selected once again, then go over to Mockups, create image mockup, and then you want to change the category up here from clothing to digital and type in Tumbler at the top, hit enter, and now you only see Tumbler wrap mockups for digital products. Now, the first mockup that you want to click on, this is very important, is the tapered file digital Tumbler right here. This is one of the files that we will sell to our customers, but we need to change a few settings. First of all, make sure that the input file slot is definitely the straight version right here, not the upscaled one. Change the output file slot to tapered, and then change the file type to PNG. And after that, we're going to click on multi mockup. And now we can choose a few additional mockups, up to 5. I've already got a few of them favorited up here. You can favorite items or mockups by clicking the little star symbol, by the way. And for all of these, I'm using the straight file as the input because they're all for straight digital tumblers. So there we go. These are the ones that I'm using. Once everything's configured for you, hit generate mockups, and then yes, confirm this. And there we go, it's processing how many? 330 jobs. So it's literally creating over 300 mockups for us in one go. And this is usually very fast once it gets going. So within a couple of minutes, you should have them ready. And now that all of these are done, we might as well add some video mockups to the mix, which is very quick and easy. You do that by, once again, selecting all of your listings, go to Mockups, create video mockup, have the output file slot right here as video mockup, and then the order that you click on these images in is the order they're going to appear in the video. You want to just click on mockups, by the way, not on the actual print files. So what I would do is probably start off with one of these right here, then go into the straight version, and maybe then mockup 3, and mockup 2, mockup 5 in that order. You can generate a preview if you want to, or just hit submit. And then it's going to process that job. Takes a little bit longer because it is creating a video for every single one of our listings, and there's a bit of a slideshow of all of the different mockups combined, which plays automatically when people hover over your listing in the Etsy search results, and it's more eye-catching than just a static image. Right, once that's done, the only thing that's left before we can hit publish is creating the listing data. So we can now go to list view over here, and that will show us that we have a title, tags, and description to fill in for Etsy, which can be a very boring, tedious, and time-consuming job, but MyDesigns makes it super easy, because if we have all of our listings selected, we can head to Vision AI. We can then change the product type right here from t-shirt to digital at the bottom. The input file slot, I would change from straight to one of the mockups actually. So let's do mockup for this example, and then it's going to literally read the image, the mock-up, and use that as inspiration for the listing. The platform is Etsy in this case. The fields right here are mapped correctly, don't need to change anything. But I'm also going to enable custom instructions and add something into here. I've got some preset text that just has some important keywords that I want to be included. So straight, tapered, PNG, 20-ounce skinny tumbler wraps, commercial use. So with the custom instructions, you can essentially add some additional keywords or tell it what you want to be included in the listing. You can even add emojis to the description if you wanted to. Once you're happy, or once you have the same sort of settings right here, just click generate listing data. Yes, run Vision AI. This doesn't use any credits, by the way, and it just now scans every single image and writes a listing based upon those, very, very quickly optimized for Etsy. So here we are, that's all done. Now we've got Highland Cow Sunflower 20-ounce skinny tumbler wrap, cute animal digital PNG, commercial use, tapered and straight template. Perfect, it's added a lot of relevant tags right here as well. Sunflower design, skinny tumbler PNG, Highland Cow graphic, tapered tumbler wrap, animal tumbler ad, cute cow print, like lots of different related keywords. It's written a description as well, and it's done this for every single design. Here it's understood exactly what the design is. Bamboo has been added to the listing data, pink leopard print, and we've got floral tumbler wrap design, northern lights. Even managed to identify that these are northern lights right here. So really, really cool, super fast way to generate all of these listings in bulk. And if you want to make changes to it, you can still. You can use this as a basis and then still add to it, or you could, for example, remove different keywords if you're not happy with them, and then add new keywords to the mix right here. If you wanted to add more to the description, like more information down here, what you could do is you could click all actions, edit in bulk. You can change the field from title to description, and then use the add to end action and just, paste a list of things that you want to include right here, apply to selected listing, and then it will be added to the end of the description. So you can definitely still customize this further, but it's a really quick way to get most of the work done when it comes to populating these listings, and now ready to publish. So to get these all pushed into our Etsy store, we need to head over to publish listings, then choose digital from the drop down, and then we're going to choose select files to sell as the mode. Now, one thing I wanted to make you aware of right here, it says you want to choose the file slots that contain the files you want to sell, and from there, MyDesigns will zip those files upon publishing your products and create a download link inside the PDF that your customer receives upon purchase. That basically means that when a customer buys your product, your digital download on Etsy, they're going to receive a PDF file with a download link to the zip file. So all of the digital files that they've purchased will be in a zip. That is really handy because creating those zip files and the PDF downloads, that all takes a lot of time and effort if you're doing this manually. It's another process that gets eliminated by MyDesigns because you don't have to do any of that. They do it for you as soon as you publish your listings. So we're going to select this option and just choose the straight and the tapered file slot. Those are the two that we're going to sell. Then we're going to go to the next step, which is choosing the mockups. Here we need to deselect the upscaled file slot, and we can just leave the rest of the mockups intact. You can add a watermark as well if you wanted to. That will kind of protect you a little bit against copycats. So we could do shop name right here as the watermark as an example. Next step is the data. In this case, we still need to provide a price and a quantity, and we can bulk edit that right here with this button. So let's say for the price, we could do something like $7.99, and then you could offer a big discount on Etsy side. You could do bulk edit quantity $9.99, and then apply the changes. You might want to change the order right here. So I would probably choose one of these mockups for the primary thumbnail. The video can be at the end. That plays automatically regardless of where it is in the order. But yeah, kind of change the order of the mockups around depending on how you want it to be in your listing. And then we can click on next step, where we choose the category, which is digital by default. Great. So next step again, you can double check all of your data, see if it looks fine, and then hit publish. And now that job is processing in the queue once again, and it's now uploading all of the images, it's creating the PDF files in the background and adding all of that to the draft folder within your Etsy listings tab. And just to quickly show you the Etsy side of things, so in the listings tab right here, I'm in the drafts folder. This is where they will all show up and they're now ready to be published. So just select all of them right here and then hit publish to have them added to the Etsy marketplace. For a full guide on how to sell print-on-demand t-shirts through MYDESIGNS in an easy step-by-step fashion, make sure to check out this video next.